A group of thieves in masks and hats. One grabbed a hammer and started smashing open jewelry cases at a JCPenney.
Organized retail crime like this, of course, it affects the big chains, local businesses, but most importantly, you. Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon explains how it affects the price that you pay at the checkout.
Just like there's retail crime happening right now. It's pretty common, especially during this time of year.
They don't fear the prosecution. They don't fear being in trouble, going to jail. There is no respect anymore.
Many of the thieves strike again and again and again. One target, a place you may get your groceries, Super Low Foods.
It used to be more petty crime, more of however much product we can put in a purse or a backpack. Now it has just gotten to the point that they can easily just put product in a basket and go straight out the door.
Ashley Harris is the vice president of Steverson Super Low Foods, a Memphis-based grocery store that has been in her family for generations. They have 9 stores in the Memphis area. She says all 9 are getting hit.
Any of the big meat items, you've got your ground beef, you've got your ribs, oxtails, then also your paper towels and toilet tissue, your washing detergent, your dishwashing detergent.
Once we go into business and they're still in a range of things from, washing dryers all the way down to flashlights, everything is up for grabs.
There's been such a big increase in retail and car thefts, local police agencies have now created units to handle them. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office calls it BRAT, or the Burglary, Robbery, and Auto Theft Unit. It started last year, and Lieutenant Kenny Roberson oversees the unit.
Well, retail theft can basically cause a small business to close, but right now we have people that's going to Home Depot and different places like that, stealing over $1 million a year worth of stuff.
Harris didn't share exact number figures, but she did say it's become something they have to factor into the super low budget every year.
So if we're looking at a 3, 4, 5% shrink just because of theft, we have to find a way to make that up because grocery stores are just, we're only at 1-2% on the bottom line.
Harris calls stolen products shrink. She says loss prevention regularly calls police to step in.
I've had cases where I've had a gentleman stealing upwards of $7,000 or $8,000 in a week. And of course, when these department stores are continuously taking licks like that, they obviously start griping to us.
That's the voice of an undercover detective with the BRAT unit. He says these crimes are not limited to just one age group.
I've had cases on people as young as 14, as old as 75. Typically what you see is the older crowd is the more organized, traveling. They're the ones that are more selling the stuff by various means for the financial gain. The younger crowd is typically the unorganized crowd. They're not so much stealing it as frequently and as in mass quantities.
Police are seeing everything from individual thieves shoplifting to more organized rings. In 2023, police arrested more than 20 people involved in a series of smash and grab burglaries, crashing into liquor and clothing stores. And Fox 13 has shown you plenty of surveillance videos of other groups of people ramming into video game stores, smoke shops, and beauty shops. And most of the time, security and employees are advised to let them go.
The overall boldness of people kind of raises the stakes because a lot of times we're seeing on these shopliftings, it's not just a shoplifting anymore. What essentially it's turning into is a strong arm robbery. Because these loss prevention people will either say something to the person leaving the door or they'll try to step in front of them. They either brandish a weapon, they brandish a knife. I've had a couple of cases where loss prevention has even been pepper sprayed before, trying to stop somebody leaving the door.
But if you think it doesn't affect you, the reality is it does.
We're employee owned. So our employees, they take it to heart and they get very upset when they see basket after basket rolling out. With all other expenses going up like everybody else's, unfortunately we've got to increase our prices, or maybe we don't have as much customer service out there that we would like.
So with the holidays here, the big question is, how is law enforcement prepping to combat these retail thefts? Well, the sheriff's office says they are ramping up Operation Jingle Bells along with the Memphis Police Department and other municipalities. It's when they increase their presence in shopping areas like this one off of Poplar Avenue, as well as other high traffic shopping areas. In East Memphis, Kayla Solomon, Fox 13 Investigates.